Morning, everybody. Matt M. Roy back once again. Back to, what the heck is this? The 15th of October, 2019, over here at Dillinger's. Got the Yukon, which is sitting right over there, registered and insured. And I just dropped my bag of popcorn here. They give you free popcorn if you come here. And get new tires put on, and hopefully nothing else, because that sent me back quite a bit. I went with Cooper XT tires, and I paid up a little bit for these, but I think it's going to be better in the long run, especially if we're going to be traveling up north. I need something that can grip the roads better. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle, so these tires pair very, very well with that. But I don't really have too much else to talk about right now. I'm just sitting here enjoying some nice yellow popcorn. Have not had popcorn in the longest time, though I treat myself a little bit. Only having like a quarter of a bag, so I'm not killing my diet here. But we got a lot to do today. We'll see what the rest of the day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, I'm back home. It's about 12:30. Probably not going to take too long to do the tires. That was actually going to be the next one in, so I should be expecting a call from Dillinger's Tire and Auto pretty much any time. I have to say I'm a little nervous. I haven't had this vehicle on the lift myself, so I honestly don't know if they're going to find anything, because I looked underneath. It looked clean. Didn't see any major issues. Now, the one plus is it did pass the state inspection last month. So not even a month ago, it had a state inspection passed, and it was done at one of the local Chevrolet dealerships. If you guys know anything about dealerships, they are real sticklers when it comes to state inspections. Like if something is even marginally bad, they'll fail it. So brakes, tires, suspension parts, all that stuff has to be perfect for the dealership to pass for state inspection. So not expecting to have to do too much to this. The one thing we did find out is the spare tire was missing. So I have my buddy Travis over at Dillinger's. He's calling his warehouse up to try to source me a new rim. And what I'm going to do is just take one of the best tires off the rear, and we're going to put that on the rim that he gets and stick that underneath, because I really do want to have a spare tire just in case. I don't know what the previous owners did. I mean, it's just weird. Mismatched tires and the spare tire missing, because the vehicle looked like it was taken very good care of for the most part. And it just maybe it was that last owner that just didn't really care all that much. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog. I just finished lunch. I have a few computers I'm working on right now, some stuff I have to list, and I'll talk to you guys probably when I get the Yukon back. See you in a bit. Alright, tubers, doing some spring cleaning. What I have here is my main rig. This has been my workhorse for the past 4 or 5 years. My Dell XPS 8700, Core i7 4th gen, or 4770 I believe is what's in here. It's seen some better days now. You can see a lot of scratches around the USB 3 ports. But you can see the main problem now. I have been a naughty boy. I have not cleaned this out in about 6 months. And being that I work on computers in my room all the time, it gets very, very dusty. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. I'll show you guys some of the ports on here, and look how bad this is. This is my ATI or AMD Radeon R7, 360. And look at all that dust. I mean, it is just caked on there. And before anybody asks and is curious, yes, that is in fact a PCI Express X1 Firewire card. I needed that so I could use my Sony Handycams to transfer the footage over. But even the regular USB ports are just filthy. And as you can see, this was originally a Windows 8 system. So let's see just how dusty this computer is, and see if I can get this off with my finger. Nope, we're gonna have to get a screwdriver. All right, got a screwdriver. We'll go ahead and loosen this up a little bit here. Put that over there, and I don't know, everybody, I have a hunch this is going to be really, really bad. Let's see how dirty it is inside of my main rig. You ready? Drum roll. It's been worse. It's actually not too terrible. I could see some dust just starting to form around the fan for the heat sink. but nothing caked on. A little bit of dust there. The worst part, and I noticed the other day when I was rendering footage for my last vlog, that the video card was really taxiing itself. You could hear the fan spinning. Well, look at that. You can see all the caked on dust there. So it is definitely ready or overdue time to clean this. For those of you that are curious, my main boot drive down there is an M SATA, not an M2, it's the older M SATA SSD that's built on the motherboard. And then that's my internal 4 terabyte SATA 3 hard drive. I think that's actually an HGST hard drive. But now I'm going to show you guys how we clean this system out, and best way I have found to do that. All right, so back into the garage, turning on the industrial grade air compressor that we have in our garage. Going to go ahead and untangle the cord here. Now, we always have problems with this because we don't have a lot of room to work in the garage. So you have to be very, very careful when taking this hose off. Basically, that should be enough slack. And of course, it's rubber, so the only part of this that really do any damage would be this end right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take, if I can find it here. We kind of moved some stuff around the other day when we were doing the door. Here it is, the little nozzle here to blow this computer out. We're going to do that in just a second. All right, so I have the computer standing up. We're going to go ahead and blow her out. Woo! And as you can see, it was extremely dusty in there. I probably have to do this again, but it's already looking a whole lot better. Those fans are clear. The video card fans are clear. And you always, at this point, it's a good idea to make sure that your fans are free spinning. Just kind of take your finger, make sure you don't feel any bearings wearing out. These all feel good. Yeah, I think we're good to go. I just need to go ahead and take this front cover off, which is easy on this. You just take these, you gotta be careful here though. You take these 4 little tabs and pull them up and the front pops off. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this up, get this back upstairs so I can edit up the vlog later today. And we'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, everybody, we're in Aldi. Got the Yukon, it's over there. And Mom's trying to grab a flyer real quick. See what kind of specials they have. Still got that classic Boulder paper towels. What do you got? What'd you see in there?
Oh, I didn't see anything. I haven't really looked.
Ooh, organic grass-fed meatballs. Though I go with the meatless ones.
Oh, look, they got the tricolored. Is that good? For the peppers?
That's not bad. Actually, maybe. Food Line's got the same price.
Well, I was going to buy the frozen ones to do the Oriental, but maybe I'll get the real ones.
Get the tricolored. Yeah, I don't see why not. That's what
I'm thinking. Usually I'm lazy. I get the frozen peppers and onions. I'll have to cut them up.
I know. All right, we're going to go and do some shopping, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. All right, tubers. Back in my room. It's about 6 p.m. Been working on the Yukon. It is back with new tires, Cooper XTs. Really good tread on those, so I'll be able to take those off-road if I want to, because you remember this is a all-wheel drive vehicle. I'm still having an intermittent problem with the traction control, but I think it's user error. I noticed that when I'm driving it, the brake pedal and the gas pedal are very close together. So I think what I'm doing is when I push down on the gas pedal, I'm inadvertently hitting the brake pedal, just the edge of it, with my heel of my right foot. And I think that's what's causing the traction control to keep coming on. So I need to be very cognizant that when I'm pushing on the gas, that I'm not at the same time clipping the brake pedal. And I just noticed that about an hour ago, how close together they are on there, versus something like my 96 Tahoe, which it's got to be at least 5 or 6 inches, well, I wouldn't say that, maybe 2 or 3 inches further apart. But other than that, everything looks good. I was just doing some cleaning on it. It is really dirty in certain places. I got to clean the back seat, the rear, because this has got the 3rd row bench seat in the back. And it's got the 2 captain's chairs in the mid back, and then the 2 seats in the front. And the 4 captain's chairs are pretty clean, but the real back seat, the previous owner must have had kids, because it looks like there's gum, maybe little bits of some type of fizzy drink like a soda spilled all over the leather. So I need to go ahead and address that tomorrow, because that's kind of gross. And if I take this upstate, chances are I will be hauling a lot of people around, so that's going to need to be cleaned for sure. But been testing all the electronics so far. Eric Brunhammer asked, did all the speakers work? Yes. As far as I can tell, every single speaker works. It's got the Bose touchscreen head unit on there, the doubled in. The 6-disc changer seems to work well. I don't know about the navigation because I don't actually have the navigation DVD. So I'm going to have to look for that. If I can't find it, then I probably just won't bother. Won't bother using the navigation, because let's face it, it's an 05. Even if I got the updated maps, it is probably not a very good GPS anymore anyway. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog. Probably going to make this a 2-day vlog. I really don't think that I'm going to have enough content for you guys tonight. Baxter's sitting on the bed just chillaxing. So pick this up tomorrow when I have some more for you. And I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, it's the next day. So what is this? The 16th of October, 2019. Just really starting to get up and walking around. I was really groggy this morning. I think I took one too many of those restful night melatonin drops because I was sleepy this morning. But we must press on. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things I've been doing in my room, kind of rearranging some things, switching out a few items, mainly computer related. So let me turn you guys around and show you what has been going on this morning. Okay, so some of you might remember this particular computer from a vlog I did, probably a year or two ago. This was my Media Center PC. This is a Dell XPS 8300. It's got a Core i7 2nd gen. I think it's a 2600K or 2600, something like that. I don't think it's the K, actually. But this is actually a really nice system. It got USB ports on the front, not USB 3. This is a couple of years too old for that. I believe I did. Let me see. Yeah, I put a Blu-ray DVD in here, Blu-ray DVD drive, so you can actually play and record Blu-ray discs. What the heck is that one? That's just a regular DVD burner. I think I swapped them. I think this came with the DVD burner. I put the Blu-ray burner up here and put the original one down here. Right now, I'm just resetting this PC because this system is going to be sold. I don't have a use for it anymore, and it still has a lot of life left in it. So this will be put up for sale. I really don't want to ship this, but if one of you guys really, really want it, you could just send me a message and I'll see what I can do. Once again, Core i7, 2nd gen, so Sandy Bridge, 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a 240 gig PNY SSD boot drive, and then a 2 terabyte conventional hard drive for storage. Now, the video card that's in here now is a Radeon HD 6670. But I have an idea that I want to try to put this card in there. It should take it. I think, I remember I upgraded the power supply in this. I'm going to try to stick this GeForce GTX 960 in there. That would be an awesome upgrade for this computer, but I'm not 100% sure it'll work. We're going to have to just try it out. Ports on the back here. Got, what is that? 3 USB on the back. Yep, 3 there, 3 on the, actually 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. That's eSATA. The one thing I did like about this actually had an optical out, because that went right into my home theater setup, my Onkyo 5.1 surround sound. And then, of course, you have your ports on there, the Radeon HD 6670. You got DVI, VGA, and that lowly HDMI port right there. And yes, you know what? I almost forgot. I did put in a 4-port USB 3.0 card in there. So yeah, this does actually have USB 3.0 ports, albeit they're in the back of the computer instead of the front. And now you're probably asking, Matt, what did you replace with that computer? Well, I put here the HP system that I got from my buddy Frank. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that, but he was really nice. He gave me a great deal on this computer. This is an HP Pavilion with a 7th Gen Core i5, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, and I put in that 1 terabyte Western Digital Caviar Black M.2 SSD. We can go ahead and boot it up. The power button's on top here. I'll have to go ahead and turn the wireless mouse and keyboard on. Though, unfortunately, I lost the top to the dongle somewhere. I'll have to see. It may have fallen on the ground somewhere when I tried to move everything around, because I had some issues with my surround sound system before. Get the power button here. There we go. It's been a long time since I've actually used this setup, and I have to fix that too. This thing keeps falling down. I got to screw it back in somehow. But it's actually a really fast system. You can see it boots up when we put my pin in there. Come on, wake up. You can see how fast this thing boots up. It's a really, really nice system. I'm very glad to have it. Little much for my for a home theater system, but this is going to be my backup editing rig. And once again, it's a Core i5 7400 running at 3 gigahertz quad core, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, and it's got the 1 terabyte. 500 gigabyte. Did I say 1 terabyte before? It's a 500 gigabyte Western Digital Black M.2 SSD, and then a 2 terabyte conventional drive. Like I told you guys, I'm pretty groggy right now, but once I have my second cup of coffee, I'll feel much, much better. Now, because this is a smaller system, I didn't go crazy with the video card, and I may upgrade this in the future, but for right now, it is just rocking a, what is in here? It's an AMD Radeon R5 240, so it's a 1 gig video card. But again, until I actually replace the XPS 8700 with this, I don't really need any more video power than that, because even going on to YouTube, let's see, 4K video, I should still be able to stream 4K video just fine with this. We'll find out in just a second. Yeah, you can see that it's fluid, and that is oh, wait a minute, that's streaming in 1080p. Let's see how it does with actual 4K. Smooth as silk. Look at that. And that's with a 1 gig video card. All right, tubers, I got some things I got to do, but that is the new home theater PC setup, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, just got back from Walmart. You can see that Milo is sleeping very nicely on my bed, so I'm going to try not to disturb His Highness, but picked up a few items for the GMC Yukon Denali. Picked up, these are all on clearance. I got this PNY 64 gigabyte micro SD card. You can see it was originally $30 on clearance for $9. Not the greatest brand. I usually prefer to get SanDisks, but the SanDisks were like 3 times that price. They were about $30. And this should be a Class 10 or a UH. Oh, okay, this is a UHS-1 card, which means it can support up to 4K. And then when I went ahead and got another item that was on the clearance bin, it's this Uniden Eyewitness automotive video recorder. Now, this had mixed reviews, but honestly, I just want one because I'm going to be taking the Yukon upstate to upstate New York, and I want to have something that I can film, you know, just in case something happened, you know, got into an accident and wasn't my fault. You can see this one is full HD with 25 frames per second, 720p at 30. So again, it's not the greatest recorder, but it was on special for $23, and I said to myself, might as well give it a try. I'll go ahead and set this up later on this afternoon. You can see some of the specs right there. It does have a pretty wide angle screen on it and a lens, so hopefully this will be a decent little, what do they call this thing? It's funny, they usually call them dash cams. For some reason, Udin calls it an automotive video recorder. But Mom and I are going to go see a movie in a little bit. We'll see what the rest of the day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, everybody, so got out from seeing the Addams Family, the new animated version at least, and it was so-so. Very predictable, as one reviewer said. They also said it was safe. Like, in other words, they didn't push the envelope, but I don't think that was true because there were some interesting effects in it. But it just really didn't feel like an original Addams Family movie. I mean, there were some elements, like the creepy factor was there, but it was just kind of too cutesy for my taste. But I'm not going to give any spoilers out because that's the last thing I want to do. If you guys and gals want to go see it, you can be the judge for yourself. But head home right now, going to make some dinner, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings. And I'll talk to everybody on the flip side. All right, tubers, here in the GMC Yukon, and Mom and I went for a bike ride. You could probably see in the back my bike tire right there. Everything is doing well except for the traction control system. I have to say the traction control system in these Yukons are terrible. It comes on all the time, and it comes on at times that it's not supposed to come on, like when the tires really aren't slipping. So I'm gonna have to get that looked at in the future, but for now I'm just gonna do what everybody suggested and disable it. And once I disable it, it actually runs just fine. So not sure what it is. I'm not even gonna worry about it right now, because other than that, she runs and drives beautifully. I went ahead and I subscribed to satellite radio in this, so I can do that. I can listen to that when we go upstate. But let me show you guys the dash road. So turned you guys around here. You could see that there are no warning lights at all. When I first got it, there was a tire pressure monitor system light up there, and that was it. And that was just a bad rear sensor. You can see it has 179,466 miles. And let's see if I can get into the tire pressure system. Here comes Mom. Tire pressures are looking good. I put brand new tires. So we got left front is 43, right front is 42, left rear is 34. I need to put more in there, and then right rear is 42. I'm just telling everybody I think I need to put a little more air in one of those tires. That left rear seems to be pretty low. We have to take a look at that. Hopefully the valve stem is good on there. So what did you buy?
Tissues here. Cheetos and a card.
Okay, so not too much.
No.
These are a good deal at Dollar Tree. These are like, these are $1. And how many of them are in there? 148. They used to give you more. They used to give you 160, but they got cheap on us.
Right, here.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pick that up. What?
It doesn't fit.
Oh, no. Well, we'll find a spot for it.
Really shove it, but I don't want to hurt anything.
Just be careful, because there might be a lot of electronics under there. All right, we're going to go pick up Dad. We're going to go get something to eat at Nick's, because we are really hungry now. And I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, back home from the bike ride. Actually, that was a while ago. It is actually about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, October 17th. I'm going to end the vlog here, but before I do, I'm going to tell you guys about a great movie that I found at the thrift store, and that is Heart Condition. If you guys have never seen this, it's starring Bob Hoskins and Denzel Washington, and basically what happens is Bob Hoskins needs a new heart, and he gets a heart from Denzel, and Denzel becomes a ghost, but more than that, he becomes like his conscience. So if you guys have never seen this, definitely try to watch. I think it's available on Amazon Prime Video, not on Netflix, but it's definitely available on Amazon Prime. All right, tubers, that is it. This vlog is going to get way too long. I'll be giving you guys more updates on the GMC Yukon as they come. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.